There are a lot of windows, one window on every floor. How does that work?
There's a couple windows with every floor, and there's only two floors.
Okay. All right.
Question, just so everyone knows, how many taverns are there in this town?
About half a dozen, if we're not counting the sleazy ones.
If I was there, I'd probably be telling you not to be so worried about anything, really. But yeah.
I mean, I'm not, but you know,
Good to know.
I figure I'm not going to worry about I'm not worrying about the windows.
Scare the guy a bit.
Yeah.
So maybe
the
if you wanted to, you could play an elaborate ruse where one of you dresses up like a burglar.
But I didn't
After
bring
about
my
an,
magic
No.
costume.
about an hour
Please,
or so,
no, I don't
sitting
want
off
to commit-
the table.
I don't want to commit alignment suicide yet.
It can be a madcap prank. It doesn't have to be alignment suicide. You can be doing this for his good, so he keeps a better eye on himself.
April Fools!
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
you can steal it. Just give it back when you're done.
Oh my god.
All this shit
Terrible
I
idea.
stole from you because you didn't guard it well enough. You're welcome. And I'm taking 20% finder's fee to teach you that lesson.
No. No.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep watch on the while I'm downstairs drinking a tiny bit more, I'm going to keep watch on the cellar, maybe one of the windows, just in case.
I'm not worried till nighttime. I'm just gonna lean something against the doors, so if someone opens them silently, the shit'll fall over and make noise. If someone breaks the door open, we're gonna hear it. I'm not worried about that. That's it. And that's pretty much for 2 silver a night. That's as much guarding as he's gonna get. If someone busts in, we'll deal with them. But
Yeah.
He's
No,
not paying
you're not
us
going to
guard
deal with
them.
drunken bar fights or anything.
I might throw some. Yeah, I'll throw people out, but I'm not gonna
If you
I'm
mean
not-
deal with, you mean get involved in. Sure, why not?
On a scale of 10 to 20, how buff is your Null? I forgot.
He's got a strength of 18.
So
Oh my
yeah,
God,
he's
that's
pretty
a
fucking buff.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
he's,
a rippling Null
His
right there.
muscles have
Hey.
muscles, basically.
dude, he's as buff as I could friggin' make him. Mostly because I want to do the brutal throw. I didn't want to do the dex base, so I sank dex to about a 13, and then everything else went into strength and a little bit of charisma too.
Alright then. I was just curious on
got
that.
that
Okay
most.
then. So, is there anything you want to do in the tavern? Do you want to travel around the town, or what?
I'd like to wander around the neighborhood, see if there's anything interesting. I mean, we got a week to kill, so but I figure
And
we
he'll
could.
probably spend the majority of the time in his room.
Where's
Alright.
Yeah.
closest chapel or church?
This is a very big city, so they have one of the 4 cathedrals of the land, so there's a cathedral, just like with the capital where you guys came from.
Right. Where would it be then?
It's at the entrance of town, like where you guys came in from. It would be impossible to not see it, so you guys have seen it before.
All right. I might as well go visit it.
Okay then. So you come in and you do know that there is a few days until there's like a church sermon, like their holy day to kind of gather.
Yeah.
But right now it's pretty busy, and since it is the afternoon, they still have like some homeless people straggling about, and they're trying to get them all geared up to go and leave the cathedral for the day, because people do come in and have organized things. But it's just like the other cathedral where you walk in and you see like this priestess in training kind of standing at the door, to greet people. She says that she does know that you guys are holy men just by looking at you, and she asks what church or other facility do you guys come from.
Crap, what's it called?
The city's called Holy Shock City, so
Yeah.
Holiest of the shockers.
Yes. I guess we just tell over from Holy Shock City, I suppose. And we're here, I guess on journey.
On business.
on business.
Business.
We're on a business trip. She says, "Oh, what kind of trip are you guys taking, and why did you have to come all the way over here?"
We've been hired by the military.
No, we've been hired by a crazy mage. Had us go through a pyramid where most of his friends had died, apparently.
He told us he was hired by the military.
Oh, that's right. wasn't
Yeah,
it?
Dave
that's
did,
right.
Dave did tell us
He
the
did.
story. We don't know. So.
He told us. I'm just assuming he's a crazy mage.
I mean, it's not like the military discriminates against crazy people. She says, "Oh, that's kind of interesting. You went into a pyramid, like an orc pyramid?"
Yeah.
Oh yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
most of it had been cleared out apparently by the last group, but it appears as if there was an undead still left.
She says, "Just one."
Oh, I forgot. I'm
And
still wearing that.
stirrups.
I'm still wearing the mummy headdress. Aren't I?
Yeah.
I am. I'm
I
wearing the king
forgot you were
tut
wearing that. Yeah.
I didn't even know he was. I thought like Rip Fist was just mind his own business. I didn't.
Oh no, I
think with you guys.
grabbed. Remember, I grabbed the mummy's hat because it was made of gold and awesome.
Oh yeah. No,
and
I thought
and I grabbed the powder in the
coming
middle too.
with them. That's what I meant.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm just.
Oh, okay.
thinking loud, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me just open something really quick. Oh my god.
What are you guys trying?
It's the mummy headdress. What are you talking about?
Oh my god. What is the thing on top of his head though?
It's a mummy headdress,
It's a
man.
snake.
It's a mummy headdress.
It's a penis mushroom snake.
It's a snake, man. I'm not very good at snakes, man.
You should have
okay.
done it in green, David.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Hang on, I got a color.
I gotta put nipples on the fake guy. Oh wait, no. He's
He's
a
not
knoll.
Batman.
Knolls are half dogs, so he's gonna have 6.
Okay. So.
Okay.
I'm actually embarrassed about that. Let's not do that anymore.
I don't even know what he was talking about, but okay.
don't ask. Just don't ask.
She says, "Well, if you guys want to take a rest by the pews, you can, but you're also very much welcome to rest in the garden in the back, or do any other sorts of things to rest your weary selves."
I guess I'll go rest in the garden.
Okay. Aiden, you gotta do anything fancy?
Do you have an altar dedicated to the dead here?
She says, "Yes, we do have an altar for the dead. Do you want the dead that are veterans, or do you want the regular dead?"
I will visit both of them.
I take 6 of one and 4 of the other. Baker's dozen, if you don't mind.
Wait. What do you
I'm being
do?
sarcastic.
Yeah, I know.
I'll visit both of them.
She says, "Well, you go to the same place, but if you want to visit the altar of veterans, you would go west once you go into the catacombs, and it's somewhere down there. I'm not allowed to go into the catacombs. And then if you just go east or right, then you can go to the civilian side of the catacombs."
Okay. Aiden will probably spend most of the rest of the day in the catacombs then.
That's vaguely creepy, actually.
Well, I mean, that's where you guys found it.
I mean, that's where.
I guess, yeah, it makes sense. I just hadn't really thought of that.
Well, he doesn't know about his obsession with the undead too much, I guess, unless you elaborated that on our trip over here, because we were going for like, what, 3 months or something like that. It took us to ride
a
over
month.
here. Yeah,
A month.
Nobody asked, and Aiden's not the type to offer information about himself.
Well, I would have inquired about your like skills as a demon hunter along the way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much you would have elaborated because of that. So,
Probably not too much about the undead part of it.
all right. So, yeah. I guess that's what everyone's doing then.
Okay.
Duck, how is my struggling going with finding what I need to find?
When you go to the back or the second wing, you would have to, if you can try and find the book, but basically what would happen is there's going to be some guy in a brown robe, and he's going to ask you, why are you here, and what the hell do you have gauntlets on for?
Hello, my name is Jericho Newell. I'm a traveling apprentice to Professor Al. Oh, God, what is his fucking last name?
What is his last name? I forgot. Just
Shockington? No, I don't know.
Shamalama Ding Dong.
McManus.
I think it's like Whiteford or something.
Okay, I'm the apprentice to Al, Professor Al. What was it, White Fergus?
Whiteford, like Ford. Yeah.
Wait, Fergus.
Alan
Ford.
Whiteford.
Let me write it. Boom. Okay. Yeah. He says, "Okay then. So I'm guessing he's a professor in another university, because I don't really think I know about him."
Yes, he and I are from I know I have it here, written here somewhere. God, what was the name of the city? I think I've got it on.
Holy Shock City.
No, the original one we're in, one we're from.
Yeah,
The
that's what
capital.
it's called.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was the same one.
You guys
From
know
Holy
that's the
Shock
same
City. Holy Shock City University, so HSU.
He says, "Oh, that's a very big one, of course. So, what did you need to find today?"
I'm here extending my knowledge on the planes. I'm mostly interested.
Planar.
Yeah, I don't know what you'd call it, like plural of planes.
Ah.
And I'm mostly interested in furthering my knowledge and perhaps even experiencing the earthen one.
He says, "So you want to go on a vision to explore one of the pines?"
That would be absolutely fantastic. I mean, I've recently come across a gentleman who could manipulate the planes at will, and it was incredibly exciting. I would love to be able to do something similar.
He asks, "Do you know what pine that he manipulated? Was it the earth pine?"
Aiden, you gonna give me a hand here? Because I did inquire about it, like when we were on the trip.
The
so.
ethereal plane.
It was the ethereal plane. Ethereal
Plane.
plane. Yeah.
He says, "Oh, that's more divine sort.
Yeah.
If you want to learn about an arcane sort of pine and do the same thing, it is not nearly as painstaking because you don't have to attune yourself to divinity sort of nature. So it will take you quite a while to have the vision quest. You can't actually have it here. You have to go to a certain spot that basically calls to you for the pine. So the way you would figure this out, though, is usually by a calling just in your mind. Have you had any sort of, bells ringing in your head for this?
Aside from the loss of actually knowledge itself, I can't say that I have.
He says, "Well, do you practice earth magic quite
I do.
frequently?"
Yes, in fact.
Well, if you are pretty skilled in it, then soon enough it will come to you. Elemental magics always reward people who are very pious about learning its art. For now, though, you may want to learn how to do the ritual, and so you're going to need to collect some stones from the region that you're going to be around. You'll need about 21, and you put them in a circle, and then beyond that, you get some interesting kind of soil again from the land, but it has to be magical. It has to be magical in nature. It cannot just be, dirt you pick out from the ground.
Hmm.
And then once you do that, it's some sort of symbol. I'll show you the symbol from a book, and he kind of issues a hand to follow. And while you guys are walking down, there's this kind of like really, really old tomb, and it's pretty thick, and he says this is a tomb that basically catalogs every single sort of ritual inscription that you would ever have to use for earth and magic. I believe to visit a pine, it will be somewhere in there, and it's going to be listed. How about you just go ahead and leaf through this and find it for yourself?
All right. I thank him.
But bring it back.
I thank him, and Duck. At this point, I'm going to want to go and purchase a journal and an inkwell.
Okay. General guy. Oh, trade?
Alright.
General guy.
Yes. Possibly one near the same thickness, if at all possible, of the book, of the tome.
Well, I mean, you're only going to need one page for the tome, so you're going to get a
Duck.
scroll.
Duck.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just saying.
Dave has a door he needs to hold open. This is very important.
Trying not to, waste your money here. But
Yeah.
all right, you'll get a pretty big fucking tome.
Oh, I'd have like a wizard's book as well. Sorry, a sorcerer's book with my. Oh, actually no, sorcerers don't need books.
I was gonna say sorcerer don't use books.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll get that. And I'll get a maybe 2 inkwells and an ink pen. Because I'm not sure how quickly you go through an inkwell. So how much is that?
Balls,
pa-
I have no idea.
Is paper like super expensive in this world?
No,
Okay,
because elves make paper.
Yeah.
So elves are made of trees then.
Well, I mean, they just know how to make paper. They
Yeah.
taught other people how to do it. I mean, right now, humans would be more useful for it because they have giant. vast
So
chunks.
a book, a wizard's book, costs 15 GP.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe we can just use that as the cost.
Yeah, that's fine. What I was curious, like a wizard's book, that's what it's called, and it's like blank pages.
Yeah, it's blank pages so you can write on.
So it's just a book.
It's just a book, yeah. That's basically what I want.
Okay, yeah, then 15 silvers, and then the inkwell. That's the only thing I was confused on, really.
That's
Because I know like
minimal.
there's some special rules for
Is there?
inkwells.
Okay.
Because you can buy it in buy them in different colors.
Black.
You just want okay then.
Subtle.
Mm-hmm. Like my heart.
Subtle? I don't think your heart's very subtle.
No, black like my heart. Anyway.
This is black
Ah.
ink. You can buy ink in other colors, but it costs twice as much. Okay.
Yeah, fuck that shit. I just want black.
Ink, 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 ink. 1 ounce. How many ounces do you want, bro?
And don't. How much do you think it would take in order to copy a book verbatim?
You want to copy the entire book?
Yeah,
Oh,
What entire book?
the earthen one.
Well, you're not talking to the same
Wow.
guy. You'd be talking to like a shopkeeper.
Well, no, but I'm
Hey,
asking you.
Dave, real quick.
Yeah.
Never mind the D&D context, but you ever heard of a scrivener?
I'm
That used to be
actually.
their-
I actually got skills in that, so this is why it works.
I know, but that used to be their job, and it would take them just weeks upon weeks to try to copy one book, and it was. If you want to do that, it's cool.
Yeah,
but
so that's what I'm going to
we have
do.
boat to catch.
You only got a week to do this, so
I know.
you'll get like.
I'm also a professional
I've let you
apprentice
make
by
them roll.
trade. I've done this plenty of times. I have a craft in calligraphy. So in terms of like writing things down, I'm fucking
Man,
used
this
to
is
it, man.
exciting.
This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to basically I'm
I
gonna
understand that. I
yeah.
understand that, but that's what he's talking about in context. That people that did this shit for a living took weeks to write one book of whatever.
That's if they're lucky. It was the most soul-numbing, mindless thing. That authors actually wrote books about how shitty it was as a job, as a
Yeah.
way of saying the Industrial Revolution's a bad thing. But hey, whatever floats your boat.
Well, I would make cliff notes then, for the most part. I wouldn't go verbatim. Then I would do my best to get down everything I needed to know, and then I would get extra things that I could find out, basically.
I mean, it'd probably take you like an hour to just get what you need.
That's fine, and then I would spend the rest of the week doing what I can to find out.
Like, Right at like, are you going to like then just take the book and then I'll get things that look interesting and write them down
Yes,
or draw them?
yes. So everything that would be
Okay.
that would pertain to me learning more about, becoming one with the earth.
Right. Well, how about
Unless I
then
can
you'll
just
put-
steal the book, which I'm probably not going to do, but
You would get your face ripped off.
Actually, you know what you could... Oh, I can't tell you this because I'm not there. Never mind. I had an idea of how you could steal the book and not worry about getting caught for a while.
bring fucking Aiden to the room. He puts it in his fucking extra ethereal
Well,
place.
no, but
and
Dave,
then walk out.
then you still got a missing book. This way you have to make it look like you still... Never mind, I can't.
Forgery. Yeah, I got it.
No,
So
that
this
wasn't
is
it,
the
but that
next
might
best
work.
thing, and
Okay, yeah.
Hmm.
So he'll say, okay, then. So how about just half a pound of ink?
half a pound of ink. All right, sure.
I mean, it's like because it says like ink 1 ounce vial 8 GP.
Mhm.
So
GP.
what? Well, SP.
Well, in this game, it'd be silver.
Yeah.
So.
So
Okay.
8 silver pieces, and so he would say, okay, then. So you want about half a pound of that. So You're gonna want about half a pound of that, so give me about maybe 65 silver.
For the entire set, including the pen?
Yes.
Okay, I can do that.
No conning? Alright then, so.
Oh, wait, no, I have to, don't I? Fuck.
Yeah.
I look at him and I go, really? I mean,
You're
I get,
very good.
I
You're
get-
very good at this conning, Dave.
I get
Really?
that. I get that. You know, you live in a place where there's a university, and that you have to sort of bump up the prices and whatnot. I get it. I get it. I've been there. I used to do the exact same thing, which is why I know you're doing it. So, how about we both
I'm still listening.
cut the tax here, cut the red tape that you're throwing on me, brother, and we put it back to the price it actually costs. And I know for a fact that these things don't cost that much. And so basically I'm trying to give off like an air that I know more than I'm letting on about what
That
he's
bluff
doing.
check.
Yeah, that bluff check.
Yeah.
Alright, here we
Oh,
go. Bluffy McBluffington.
I'm
Watch
prepared
Dave
for
get
the
a
worst.
perfect freaking roll right now.
1!
Oh,
Holy shit!
Dick.
Oh
You
my
numb
God.
nuts.
Yeah, sure, here it is for 1 silver. Thanks, mate.
He says, alright then, how about you just get all this for about 30 silver? That's how much it would probably get me to make it all.
It's okay. My children don't need to eat tonight.
That's fine. Yeah, 30 silver is better than 60, so...
65.
Oh.
It's like over a 50% discount, bro. I'm generous with that shit. But when it comes to boat tickets, nope.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, you son of a bitch. Alright, cool. We make the trade.
Alright, so you spent like 45 silver getting the book and ink.
And now I go back and I start jotting down the stuff. I also... do you want me to make a check on that, see how much I actually get? Like, how do you want to do this?
Huh?
Do you want me to do a check to see how much I actually get?
Do you need? Is this like a class ability, or is this a priest spell, or is this something you can even cast?
No, it's a skill check.
Yeah, it's a skill check.
He's only just writing.
But I mean, okay, all right.
It's
yeah,
what is it called?
gotcha.
It's like
This is all for RP, man. It's not for anything else. Like, if I was to do it straight, I'd be like, get the spell, get the fuck out, do it. Yep, good. But you know, I'm role playing, man.
Oh, I meant the actual ability of pulling weapons out of nothingness or out of the dimensional.
You'll
no, that's
see.
just
Thingamabobber.
a spell. That's just like open a rift and take a weapon out.
Yeah,
Okay.
you'll see
Yeah,
what
but-
I'm trying to do with this later. It'll come into play about 5 episodes down the track, so laying the foundation here. So,
Assuming you're alive.
oh no, I'm gonna be live.
I think I
That is a
don't
big
care.
assumption.
He's the
All right, so Duck, what do you want me to do here, man?
Main characters get replaced all the time. Game of
Yeah.
Thrones?
So what's the writing check? I forgot what it's called.
Calligraphy, I've got.
Oh, is that like a profession, craft?
That's a craft. I've also got profession apprentice, and we decided that apprentice would incorporate a lot of things. when we
right. So
put
I
that
was just
in.
curious. So yeah, go ahead and do your calligraphy check.
Alright.
I'm really
16.
just stalling for a hemlock. Jesus Christ, need to hurry up and get in here.
Yep.
15?
Yeah, 16.
16? Let me look at this shit. Okay. Alright then. Wow, you only have 2 in that score.
Yep.
You got a 14 on a roll, so that's
I
pretty
know.
good.
I know. But anyway, so throughout the week, you would be able to get about 16 full, nice, written, ritual-looking circles. And then you have to waste about, we'll say, 5 pages on fuck-ups.
Okay, and how much of
fuck
this is
that.
actually going to be useful to me in terms of like learning things about earthen stuff, and how much of that can I commit to memory on top of, like, I would put down the
You don't need to,
extremely,
you just wrote it all down. That's
like
whole
the
point of
entire
writing it down.
tome, the entire tome.
You did not write the entire tome down.
But what I'm saying is, I would have picked the stuff that is like the more advanced stuff, the ones that would require extra study.
It would practically be impossible to memorize this legitimately. You can try.
That's why I'm trying to do like cliff notes down on on this paper.
Yeah, that's a stretch, man.
Hey, if you've
That's
ever been
kinda
to fucking
dangerous,
university,
too.
it's the exact same shit. You write down what you need to
Yeah,
know.
that's why I switched
then you remember
majors,
the
because
rest,
it was
so.
such a stretch. Right?
It's kind of
Um,
dangerous because if you fuck up the ritual, then
That's what I'm saying. I'd
That-
write down the ritual that I need, and then I'd write down the most advanced ones on top of that, and then I would study the rest as I'm doing it.
I'd be cool with it.
Yeah.
But
What I'm trying to
feel
say
like
is,
the
like,
chan-
what
the
do I
chance of
learn
fucking
from this
up.
stuck?
what do you learn from this? You don't learn anything. You
You
learn how
learn
to
how-
learn other things. That's what you learn from it. You learn how to learn.
you learn how little you know.
Okay, all right. So I just wasted an entire week. All right, cool.
Yes.
Anyway,
It'll come in handy once you learn more spells and stuff.
okay, that's what I'm trying to get from you. I want to know if anything I've
But
written
right now,
down
you
is
just
useful.
learn how to learn.
Okay, all right. I learned
'Cause
how
you're
to
only
learn.
like what, a second level wizard?
Yeah, at the moment I'm second level. Yeah.
Yeah, you're pretty scrubby
Well, you know,
comparatively.
I know a thing or two about a thing or two.
Al's like,
But only a thing or two.
yeah.
All right then, fine. Bust my balls. That's cool. Moving on. What are you guys doing
what
for a
we-
week aside from drinking and looking at dead
Well,
people?
we just kind of switched off. Last we checked, I did a quick circuit of the neighborhood looking.
I
for
would say
anything
Aiden and
fun.
Kahir are more suited because they get to like cuddle with priestesses.
Ah, that chastity vow. That's a tough one.
Hey man, not in this church. This church's the banging church.
No, actually, yeah, that is like basically the rules for humans in their religion is that you're not allowed to screw animals or animal-looking people. You're not allowed to screw more than one person at a time. You're not allowed to screw a person that's the same sex as you. That's it.
Okay.
That's why prostitution's so rampant in the human empire. Because they're pretty loose with it.
Wait, I thought you
Cool.
said they're not allowed to do more than one person at a time. Like in a
Yes.
relationship.
At one
What's the
moment.
at a time?
Okay, that's why like elegant whoring is
Elegant whoring.
Dave, you can't dive into like a swimming pool full of hookers. That's against God's law.
Yeah.
But, you know, one by
So-
one,
so
if you
is
line
it-
them up.
So Doug, hang on. Is it written down in like a Bible somewhere that they
Yes.
can't they can't
It is
have more?
literally written down.
Is it literally like they're
Like,
taking it verbatim,
It
which
has
means
very
like
tasteful pictures too.
does
No.
it say like you shan't engage in like
basic?
sexual?
Yes,
Thou
basically
shalt
Kahir and
work
Aiden,
thy-
I assume they have like their holy book with them. They can like pinpoint where that phrase is.
But what I'm trying to say is
Right,
like, is
right.
there a phrase in there that's like, you know, like how in the current Bible there's like, "Thou shalt not let thy semen hit the floor," which is
yeah,
like.
stuff like that. Yeah,
You know, is it like so weirdly written that they're just like, oh, that simply means I can't fuck two people at the same time. Got it. Let's go. You know, like is it like
If it's
that?
on the
or-
floor, I can fuck whatever I want.
Yeah.
As long as it's not on the floor.
Well, so the good thing about religion in this world is that it's not so vague and bullshitty.
Yeah, all right.
They actually have answers. Like it's not so, like they have it in modern.
If they have like a
languages.
cheat sheet at the back of the Bible, like, oh.
Actually, the
Only
8
one
commandments of
hooker at a
sex are
time.
printed on every condom.
Oh,
So you're just like, oh, look down, like, oh yeah, I can do that. Cool.
Oh my God.
sodomy. Oh, that's cool. All right, we're good.
Yeah, I don't see a check box for sodomy, so I guess I'm good.
Yep.
Anyway, yes, that's how that works.
Thanks for that.
Looks like
Very enlightening conversation.
Glad we cleared that up.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, well,
which makes I don't that could be interesting role playing. How why your character's so quiet and reserved all the time, in this like crazy sexified religion. Huh. You could actually go places with that.
What, he's just
I'm
like
not
a
gonna lie.
closet like sex addict or something like that? When we get
Like,
to
it's a
Lust.
religion-
When we
I
get
mean,
to
the
Lust,
religion
it's gonna be
is-
nuts, man. It's gonna be nuts.
I mean, the religion was 100% just women until like a couple hundred years ago too.
I am the first male priest.
That's how it worked.
What up, ladies?
But anyway, we have Hemlock. So should we take a break? And
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna take a 10-minute break, or no, not a 10-minute, like a 5-minute break. Everyone get set up and maybe take a, whatever they need to do, fill up water bottles and whatnot, and then we'll be back with the right number of people, and we can actually get this party started. All right, guys. Thanks for that. We'll be right back.